Marketing. Embracing opportunities to promote the image, quality, value, and professionalism of Florida's nursery and landscape industry, FNGLA places a high priority on strengthening relationships with other industry groups such as the American Society of Landscape Architects, the American Nursery and Landscape Association, the Garden Centers of America, the Garden Writers Association, and other leading groups. Flooding writers with the message that Florida plants and Florida foliage are the best in the nation, FNGLA is a valued resource for garden writers across the country, providing images, contacts, and story ideas. We are their Florida resource for gardening articles nationwide. Directly linked to the sale of Florida plants, FNGLA continues to build a relationship with the Garden Centers of America and will bring the GCA 2010 Summer Tour to Florida. Forging new relationships, FNGLA placed a priority on the evolving green sustainability movement with the release of the Think Green, Live Green promotional piece, now with over 70,000 copies disseminated. It's evolving into a focus on the U.S. Green Building Coalition, the organizational group behind the LEED certification. Teaming with Green Plants for Green Buildings, FNGLA has its eyes set on educating the nation's builders on the significant contribution of houseplants, from improved indoor air quality to increased worker productivity. As consumers make more frugal spending decisions, FNGLA has modified the Florida Plants of the Year program, focusing more on cutting-edge plants and plants aligned with Florida-friendly gardening principles. We continue to promote the Plants of the Decade and will begin promoting the 2010 selections at venues across the state, taking a seasonal approach and working with garden centers to supply selections ideal for their local areas. Focused on the South Florida market, an expansion to FNGLA's Palm Beach chapter's Grow Smart PSA series will begin airing this fall with 4 new spots and themes. Adding over 1,000 square feet of exhibit space to the FNGLA Garden at the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, the FNGLA Green Garden consisted of 4 components, including 2 typical households, the IB Green household and the RU Wasteful family. The Green family showcased the concepts of right plant, right place, composting, water conservation, recycled content garden elements, gardening for consumption, and biofuel plants. The 3rd and 4th areas were a wildlife garden showcasing Florida native plants and Florida Plants of the Year, and a natural-looking rock and play structure. Staffed each Thursday through Sunday by FNGLA volunteers, the garden's impact is far-reaching as the festival ran for 10.5 weeks and saw over 2 million park guests. Developing and educating the next generation of leaders and consumers for Florida's nursery and landscape industry, FNGLA continued to push gardening and the appreciation of outdoor living to school-age children. FNGLA administered the Arbor Day program with 200 of Florida's elementary schools participating. Communications. In 2008, FNGLA hired Consensus Communications to perform a communications audit on FNGLA's visual identity. In March, FNGLA received a new, updated look with the adoption of a refreshed association logo and launched new identity and graphic standards. The revised logo maintains the well-known sun leaf emblem and spells out FNGLA, which not only creates a better awareness of FNGLA in the industry, but also on a consumer level. FNGLA's Green Line newsletter is now online. Saving thousands of dollars per year and creating a web presence, Greenline continues to be a timely, informative news source of all things FNGLA. In keeping with the trend of social media, FNGLA is now on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Also, look for a redesigned website later this year with new and exciting features. Certification. 2008-2009 has been a time of planning and forward-looking for FNGLA's certification programs. FNGLA's Certification Committee brought together members of Florida's nursery and landscape industry to assess the strengths of and set goals for FNGLA's certification programs. These successful programs currently boast more than 1,400 certified professionals in one or more of FNGLA's 5 certifications. FNGLA Certified Horticulture Professional, Landscape Technician, landscape maintenance technician, landscape designer, landscape contractor. The vision is to be the recognized standard for the certification of Florida's nursery and landscape professionals. An important aspect of any certification exam is that it accurately reflects the skills and knowledge of those industry professionals. Beginning with the FCHP program, a job task analysis study was completed to link FNGLA's certifications with industry practice. The analysis for FNGLA's other certifications will be completed by fall 2009. While planning is taking place, exams have certainly not stopped. 4 landscape exams and numerous horticulture exams across the state brought in nearly 200 newly certified professionals for Florida's nursery and landscape industry. In fact, FNGLA sold a record number of FCHP manuals since the start of 2009. More than 300 were shipped to high schools, community colleges, technical education centers, private instructors, and individuals. And beginning this year, FNGLA's certification will have a greater impact on tomorrow's leaders. The Florida Department of Education and Workforce Florida adopted the FCHP certification for Florida's high school horticulture programs. FNGLA created an online program to assist teachers in preparing their students for FCHP certification through teachhort.com. It provides better links between high school horticulture curriculum, FCHP certification, FFA career development events, and industry best management practices. The link between FNGLA certification and industry best management practices, especially those that protect water quality, has also been strengthened through a unique program called the Landscape Challenge. Hosted at the South Florida Water Management District, the second annual event brought together landscape management professionals to compete in areas of effective irrigation, pest management, and fertilization, as well as right plant, right place principles. Partners included the district, the Landscape Inspectors Association of Florida, Florida Irrigation Society, University of Florida Extension, and the Scotts Company. The program is set to expand to both the St. Johns River and Southwest Florida Water Management Districts in 2009-2010.